Hello, I'm Earl Gibbs, and welcome to Speaking of Everything. This is the longest running television talk show in the history of St. Martin, and with me, I have a very special guest. You all know this lady. It's Maria Hunt-Blijden. How you doing?
Fine, thank you, Oral Gibbs. I'm glad to be here on your program, and I want to wish the people of St. Martin a happy new year because it's not an easy year, but let's hope it can be better than 2022.
Yeah, 2022 was not such a great
No,
year.
no, too much. With the government, everyone is something going on, and if we continue like that, we're not gonna get no investors.
Yeah.
We are one of the unstable government now in the Caribbean.
It never used to be like that.
No. With the 40 years that Claude was there, we had a stable government and everybody will come, invest and go.
Yeah.
But now, if the government fall every minute, you will find that the people that come from away to speak to you when they come back, they have to speak to the next person. That's not good for our economy at all.
Yeah.
We need a economy that is stable. If you don't have a stable economy, you don't have no country.
So what are your friends telling you when you all get together and you have a girl
Well,
talk?
all of us talk the same thing.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, surprisingly, all of us talk the same thing. You see, I send pictures of you, of my friends, and so.
Right.
Well, we wondering what is going to happen, because okay, we know we at our age,
Yeah.
not new, it's not new under the sun, because one place we going, which is the place of Lord, but for our young people coming up and our grandchildren, and the country itself with the young people, you see, there's nothing for them, for Samaritans, because even the schools is not in order. The finance, and besides from that, we don't have fishery, we don't have agriculture, we don't have nothing besides tourism. In a country like us now today, we should have had a
Diversify.
yeah, I couldn't find the word. Diversify, what you say, economy that you can invest in. But if you have one, and the tourists, look at the tourism, they don't come no more, the planes don't come the way before. And also, you find that the planes and how you see the boats,
Yeah. Cruise ship.
cruise ship, what we depend on, and they ain't buying nothing. They walk in the front street, and they have those with a big bus.
Yeah.
They go straight front side. You can walk up the front street if you want to. You can walk up the front street anytime. When 4 boats in, and they ain't buying nothing. They go the big buses. What they have, I don't know who they belongs to. They goes in those big buses, and then you have the roads. It's not bad good at all.
Yeah.
Don't talk about Bush Road. We got holes in Bush Road.
Bush was one of the main roads in St. Martin.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. 'Cause if on the sidewalk, the people parking, where are we walking? In the road.
Yeah, that's a big problem on the island.
Oh gosh. I just say every time that they don't really care about we. Because people, when you're passing, you're beep, 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 because you got to run up the road. Because they packs on both sides, even in town.
Yeah.
They don't care.
And I know it's even more difficult for seniors walking on the island now.
If you want to see people falling, go town and go Bush Road. Because I don't walk the other places like Bush Road.
Yeah.
But I don't walk no more like Bush Road, like I have a problem with eye, and so I don't walk so because when you look, they knock me down. They will knock me down. And with a pension, I call in. I know they vex with me, but I really have to say what I have to say.
They're angry with you? Why?
No, well, because I know who called me and they were angry with me.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And they say, if I stroke. I said, let me tell you something.
Explain struck because people are watching the
Struck is
program
like
all over. They don't know. They won't understand.
struck is when you ain't got no food and you know you want to get to eat the food
Yeah.
fast, and you're balling for food.
Okay, so like you're greedy.
Yeah, you're greedy, yes. So I say, well, all right, I'll be the struck one. You stay there with your mouth closed. But I got call. I call into to the radio program, and I tell them I have a big family, and I will tell them do not, because by the time they get old now, do not vote for whoever in charge of the I call his name anyway, for the health
Yeah.
and for the thing, because you cannot the last day that you are, how you say, paying out the pension,
Yeah.
to tell the pension people you cancel it. Who da do that on the wall?
They cancel it.
Yeah, they cancel it and they put it for Friday.
Oh, okay.
And the people were done by Women Island Bank already, via Bush Road.
So they
And the sun
expected
had.
Yeah.
And some people went right away, but some people didn't go. But they didn't pay the day, the 28th. He promised them, the minister promised them that he can make sure they get paid the 28th. So when the 28th come, the money wasn't there, and they say they're going to pay the Friday, which is 28th, and the Friday was the 30th. 30th is close to All Year's Eve.
Yeah.
How you think the people gonna get around? Because okay, some of us can live.
Right.
I agree with that. But sometimes you have to speak for the voiceless. If you don't speak for the voiceless, they can always do it. That crap have to stop because you paid the rate already, okay, your salary.
Right.
So you cannot expect to be paying people the same day that you have to be paying people, tell them it cancel for 2 days after. And that's going to be the Friday, and what happened to the Saturday? If you have bills to pay for the Friday, you know? So I get some phone call, what happened to your truck? I say, what happened? It's my money, I pay for it already.
You have a right to that.
I have a right to it. Yeah. I can get on for it.
Right.
Okay? And if the minister don't like it, that's why I said, I will tell my family, why would I vote for somebody? Because I don't know if he to blame, because you cannot blame sometimes somebody really, but the head of the department or the minister of the department, whoever it is in the future, I will blame them.
Look, it's like this, Ms. Hunt-Blijden. When it's something bad, everybody scatter.
Yes.
When it's good, they come forward. They want to take all the
credits.
Right. So sometimes I appreciate people like you because you speak for the voiceless. You're not afraid to express your feelings.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people appreciate that.
Yeah, they did, because the next day I get calls from other people tell me, Maria, thank you. Because they pay the next day.
Yeah.
They ain't wait till the Friday again, the Thursday the money was there. Cause I get a phone call and the phone call tell me the money is there. I went up for my money. That's mine.
Yes, definitely.
I mean, because look at it this way. When I owe the government, right? When you owe the government, they ain't coming for you.
Exactly.
And they ain't taking what they have to take from you. Owe them for tax.
Yeah.
And you're going to tell them you could pay so much, they're going to tell you no. You have to pay certain amount.
Exactly.
Even with GB. Now with GB is a problem. I don't understand what's going on with GB no more.
You getting to pay your bill?
Huh?
You get your bill every month?
No, I pay the same amount most of the time. Most of them is the same thing. So I ain't got no problem with GB.
Oh, okay.
I really don't have no problem with GB. But I know other people have problem with GB. But they will have to go and work it out with them. Because March was the last good bill. So you could base on the March in your meter, and then you could check from that. That's what you have to do.
You're referring to March 2022.
Yes, I referring to March 2022. So I said to myself, Maria, try pay the bills on time.
Right.
But if you keep me back from paying them from on time, then I got a big problem. Because then GB ain't gonna worry, they'll cut you. And they're telling you out there they're cutting you too. So I think the ministers have to do a better job. Even the education ain't like how it used to be.
Not like your days.
Not in my days, because I know I could speak different languages. They can't fool
Those
me.
were the good days.
Oh, van goede dagen van die dagen, helemaal. Nederlands spreken?
Ja.
Oh, natuurlijk. And you know everything.
Yeah.
So that's why I tell them they have to start teaching the children from small. Let me tell you something. The children that learn languages faster and better when they're small.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They take up language quick because I see children there. They speak perfect English. And now, when you go to the bank, the bank tell you, the tellers is some of them that tell you, well, Colby, no, Colby, I like to go Colby, because Colby is no problem. Colby, the fellas them there, zeer goed Nederlands kunnen ze spreken. Zeer goed.
That's nice.
If you go a rekening courant, right away you give them the number thing. But Bushron, the girl say, I can't speak Dutch. How could you employ people on a Dutch island that cannot speak Dutch? I mean that the Constitution you have English and Dutch, but the person's supposed to speak both. Look, I am speaking both at my age. I could speak Spanish too, and I could speak French. And they give it to us in the lagere school. And now, but that's the best pathway, because still, when you go French side, they don't speak no English to you, In those offices where you have to go to pay certain bills.
Everything is French.
Everything is French, and they're so smart. They ain't put no locals in those areas. They put in Guadeloupeans. The last bill I've been going to pay for tax, the girl was a Guadeloupean. She didn't pay parler anglais. Don't she tell me? But I still pay to get out of that, because I don't want no harassment with no government, neither French or Dutch. I want us to, fight to be better.
Right.
Economically, in all kind of ways in the world, that it could say Martin, it's like how it used to be. That the children could speak different languages. Look how the children is now. They come from Haiti, they speak English, they speak Dutch. And you want to tell me some Martin's can't speak English and speak Dutch? Because the English, what they speak in English up to par. They speak it like me. Amen. So, that is the whole thing. And with that Prime Minister, I don't know. I don't know what her plan is for us.
Do they have a plan?
I don't know, because usually when you run a country, you're supposed to have a plan B. Yeah, they're supposed to have a plan in every ministerat.
Yeah, every ministry. Yeah.
Every ministry, sorry.
Okay.
Because, I was thinking Dutch and then speak it in English. I can't help it. Because all my life I get Dutch in Curacao in school, because it was compulsory.
Right.
So excuse me if I'm speaking Dutch in between. Maar she is verantwoordelijk voor alles op het eiland. Maybe they don't have to like me, because I ain't gonna be around too long, but as long as I'm around, I'm gonna speak out for the voiceless. Because they'll come to me, They'll come to me, they'll call me. And they'll say, Maria, I say, what, no, that ain't right. But if it's right, I'm gonna tell them, yes, the minister is right. Certain things, you can't blame the minister, because it's part of the Constitution. So you have to have things to educate your people, and this is the problem. How the people in St. Martin is not educated like Aruba and Curacao. They give it to you from small in the, lagere school, which is primary school.
Right.
Yeah, like 4th and 5th grade and 6th grade, you're going higher. So they start giving you social affair. Social studies, is that correct?
So, yeah.
Okay. And then you will know how much minister and everything about ministers and parliamentarians. What we got now, I don't know what we got, because everybody's independent.
Let me tell you, more young people know you than the ministers.
Excuse me?
More young people are familiar with you than the ministers. Yeah, they don't even know the ministers of certain ministries are.
No, but you're supposed to know the portfolio of every minister.
People don't care anymore either, you know. It's
No,
like,
but you can't blame them because if you're not educated, how could you know? If you didn't go, for instance, you will know that Arion is finance. What he named Duran is with roads and thing, you know, openbare werker, or something like that. And you know that the minister is over algemeen. So she can sign for any minister that's not there.
that's the prime minister. you're
That the
talking
prime
about, yeah.
minister. But the others, them, Samuel is education. And we see if I have, Otmar is health and thing. Otmar, right? What his name again? I even can't remember his name now. But anyway, he is the health and SBB and those kind of things. Health, and he have also tourism. He have tourism too in those things. So I don't know if it's too much for him because they ain't replaced nobody since the other minister gone. And you see here with the piece where Ruth Miller put it all over. 'Cause I get it from Curacao. All the people doing is Tiffin. Oh, you love Tiffin. It had songs so bad. I mean, she's talking the truth. Because when you look, GB come up with a problem, they got to pay Timmer, Elijah, $100,000. But where they get the money from? Where GB gonna get the money from? But they're making us poor and poor every day. And one day, I heard old people that say the economy is gonna overflow. You don't have nothing.
Well, you know, I hope don't get there.
I hope we don't get there, but sometimes in life you have to hit bottom to go back up. Nothing wrong with hitting bottom, but if you have to have a plan B, if you fall down, somebody have to be able to pick you up. Now, Holland in particular, they only apologize for being, how you say, for the slavery, but they ain't giving you no money because they give you so much money already, and all the money gone. So they ain't gonna give us nothing for the slavery, nothing.
I don't know why people insisting on that though.
Excuse me?
People are insisting on that.
I know, but then you must remember with the amount of tiffin that going on, they could add up and say, listen, but it's not gonna be the same amount because the amount of years they had him, they have to pay the people them still. The local people still for what they did to the people. They only talking about the men, but what about the women them? What they leave behind with all these children? They don't talk about that at all. And that is why you call mental slavery too. Because you're black and you have to end up with a half-white child. And they never see own them. And nobody don't talk about that. That is slavery. They pick up the women them and go and live with them. Because we know who the Nakomalingers are. We know who they are. Because they're nearly white. But they carrying the title of the island. I mean, what was most of the people, the family, the black people and so on. But only saying they come out white. And the women had a lot of problem with them. That's why a lot of them went away to the States and all those places, you know. You don't meet much of them like before. Before, when I was small, it had a lot of mixtures.
So the women left the island because of issues.
Well,
like
I
that?
mean to say they went because they could have passed. Some of them could have passed for white. They could have go to the States, and they used to go to the States. They used to go Curacao and thing, and they get big time job too.
So it was more difficult in St. Martin if
Yes, but he had no job. He had no job in St. Martin in those days, as ancestors told us.
Yeah.
They had no job. You know, it's only later with the pond. You ain't gonna see no white man picking up no rocks.
Today now we employ the world. Everybody's come to St. Martin for work.
But I want to know where the work is. I don't know what's going on, but when you go places now, you don't see no much locals. Check the stores. French side do the same thing.
Do we have locals or are we just a little bit now?
They could be locals, you know, but I mean, they probably born here and thing, but you could see how they color and their hair. According to the black people, jolly, bruh.
I'll tell you what though, son, I gotta go to a quick break. The time is going so fast. All right, we're gonna come right back and continue speaking with Miss Maria Hunt-Blijden right here on Speaking of Everything. Please stay with us.
Make use of WIB mobile banking with easy access and direct usage of face recognition, PIN code, or fingerprint. Download WIB mobile banking app and make your transaction from anywhere at any time. For more information, visit wib-bank.net/quick-login.
If you would like to advertise on Hot 99.9 FM radio station, give us a call at 520-6070. That's 520-60. If you would like to advertise on Hot 99.9 FM radio station, that's St. Martin's newest FM radio station right here in beautiful Simpson Bay Strip, all right? I'm Oral Gibbs here with Miss Maria Hunt-Blijden. She's my guest. That is good. You causing trouble, Maria?
No, I don't feel like causing. I talking the truth. If they feel I'm causing trouble, well, do what they have to do. Lock me up then.
No, they can't do that. There'll be a revolution in St. Martin if they do that.
No, but you have to talk for the voiceless, because the voices is come and tell you how do I know the problems. It's because the people has come and approach me and say, Maria, when you go on an oral, mention this, mention that, mention it. But you can't do that sometime.
Yeah.
Because the timing is not enough. And then, according to what it is, you got to be careful what you say about a person, because it's not in my line to bring down nobody. But if you got a job to do, the people put you there.
Yeah.
They put you there with a good heart. Make the people feel good by giving them what's due to them. That's how I look at it. I don't have nothing against no minister and no parliamentarian. But if you have you have a big salary, you collect before us, and then you're not doing what you're supposed to do. So, if I'm causing trouble, well, trouble causing me.
I think you're right. You know, they have a job and they should do it. And they should not be upset if people are critical of them.
But then, so how do people gonna vote for you if the people don't tell you something wrong with them? If I don't have a problem, if I have a problem,
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be able to go to my minister or my parliamentarian and discuss the problem.
Right.
And if he ain't doing nothing for me, like how I see those bushwood fellows vote last time, and they sit down there the same way, not walking, and they come to me. I tell them, why no parliamentarian? They come to me and tell me the story. I say, well, you know, I think I should go back to the parliamentarians. Either vote for them,
Yeah.
or tell them, give me a job first, and then I'll vote for you.
Well, there's going to be a lot of jobs coming up this year.
Yes, yes, yes. I don't know where they're going to get the jobs to give everybody.
Yeah.
So, they must know what they're going to do. But I don't have nothing against it, because, you know, there's smartness and that kind of thing, but you have to do your job in the right way. Take care of your people. You must remember God is in control. Because when you mess up smart, poor people, or elderly, or the youngsters who are hungry, remember you have family, and God don't like that.
But they're so connected. A lot of people in politics, in political office, are connected.
Yes,
A lot of big families.
yes. I have a lot of family in there, but that don't mean me don't look after them. I don't go look nothing from them. You understand? But it have people who have to look from them, because they ain't grew up and get the education I got. There's a difference between that, you know.
Yeah.
That I could have worked in a good office and everything with good people. And I could have learned from other people from other countries that came here to work. They teach you certain things that you didn't know. So if you don't educate the people, what you expect?
But sometimes the people don't want to be educated. You know,
No,
sometimes.
I don't. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that because for the older folks that I know, and I meet them by the bank and they come tell me, Miss Blyden, come here. I want to ask you something. It's not that they didn't want to educate it; they wasn't given the chance.
The reason why I say that, you know, I've been in television now for a long, long time, over 4 decades. And the thing is that I am the one that started live calling television
Yeah,
shows,
that's true. That's
radio.
true.
And a lot of people will say, when they see me or behind my back, oh, he's a problem maker. You're speaking for them. You're trying to get
Yes.
things done for them. But in that same process, the same people who you're trying to help are the same people that are trying to bring you down.
That's
And
true.
that's more prevalent in St. Martin
Yes.
than any other Caribbean island.
that
I
is
have people
true.
come from Jamaica all over that said to me, boy, Jamaica's not like that.
No, all over the
That's
Caribbean,
what
they
I
take
mean.
care of their own.
Yeah.
Here, they don't take care of their own. They throw them out. But I am an independent person, and I make sure that I take care of myself, like how my parents teach you to be independent, that you don't gotta be a beggar. It better that people envy you, no, than they pity you. That's what my mother used to say. Better, it is true. Better they envy you than they pity you. Because with all what they're doing to you, oral, they ain't doing it personally to you because you still can live. But have those what can't live. I see them, they're asleep all over the place on the ground and think, what you think about those people what you know was up into the tomorrow now they down.
And that's happening a lot now in St.
It
Martin.
happened a lot and people lose their houses
Yeah.
and they don't have no money account. But it have a saying that you can't live above your means. You can't lift up your hat higher than it could reach.
You also can't lose what you never had.
Excuse me?
You also cannot lose what you never had.
It's true.
And sometimes we blame people for losing what they had
Mm-hmm.
when we are wrong for doing that.
Yes.
Because they had something. Well, we don't understand the circumstances
And how they
around
get-
them,
that's
why
true.
they got to that stage. And
That's
that is
true.
very important.
But that's what happened. It's depends on who politician there could bring you down. Different companies, they fire you, and then you still have to pay the bank for mortgages and those things you have to look into and see if you could help the person. Show them how to budget.
Well, we all the time. Can you believe it? Only have 30 seconds, all yours.
I want to tell the people, don't give up. And thank God for every day that you get up in the morning. When you get up, thank Him that you're in the land of the living and He will help you out. He and His Son, Jesus Christ. That's all I have to tell my people out there. Don't give up.
Well, I want to thank you for being my guest and always being here for me. Really appreciate you very much. And all the best to you and your family.
Thank you.
Continued success. All right?
Okay.
And that's it for now. See you next time right here on Speaking of Everything. Until then, take care. Bye.